is a metronome? In this video, I'm going to explain to you what is a metronome and how can we start applying this to our music. Hi, my name is Ilse Lozoya. As a teacher, I have seen many times that sometimes students struggle with the metronome. But first, what is a metronome? A metronome is a device that has been used for many years in music and help us to count. As musicians, we need to play counting. Counting, the tempo, the rhythm is part of music, and it is really very important to maintain certain speed when we are playing, to play fast or slower according to the type of music that we are performing. But the metronome is a device that is very helpful. It's a very helpful tool that we as students, it doesn't matter if you are a beginner, an amateur, you need to be able to study and play with it. Okay, what is it? Well, I'm going to explain to you. It's a device, and I have here, this is really like something that I love because this is why one of my metronomes when I was at the university, and this is like a clock. The system is a clock. It's like a clock. You have to move here and then start doing this, right? And after a certain time, then it goes stops, and then you need to click here again. And what we are going to do is that we can change the speed, and the speed is related to a certain number of beats per minute. And maybe you have seen in pieces something like this, 60 beats per minute, for example, 60 beats per minute. What does mean? That I am going to set the metronome, and the metronome is going to be clicking 60 beats, so 60 times per minute. That's the idea, actually, right? So this is when we have this in any piece. Well, we need to set the metronome at 60. Sometimes we can have something like this. In any piece, I can have, this is a quarter note equals 60. Well, it is the same, actually. In your piece, well, the quarter note is going to be count as 60. Nowadays, it is not very common to use this type of metronomes because they are kind of fragile, and they are not cheap, and they are kind of fragile, right? You cannot have it in your purse, and you can, if you drop it, well, it can it won't work. So it's very common to use an app or use something in your, most of the keyboards, they have the metronome, right? So it is important to start practicing it. What I'm going to count, if I set the metronome at 60 beats, it's going to count 60, and then I need to play according to that. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick recommendation how to start practicing with the metronome. Use your technique exercises to start playing with this. One of the problems that we start when we start using the metronome is that we don't listen to the metronome. We are not sure that if we are playing correctly, and that can stress us. So you can set a very nice speed, not too fast, and do something from technique, like maybe a scale or something like that, that allows me to play with the metronome and counting in a very gentle way, making sure that I am playing this correctly. You can practice different rhythmical figures, and that will help you to start playing with the metronome. So start with very basic technical exercises with the metronome, and that is really going to help you to start listening to this. So there you go. This is the metronome, a very important device that we need to add to our practice. So don't be afraid and start using the metronome, right? Well, if you like this video, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell so you won't miss any other videos about how to be a better music student, a better musician, not only piano, but on other different topics. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next video.